All right, so like yeah, somebody was at the door. Okay, but anyway, back to the topic. Okay, why is it that the Most High causes, or so I cannot causes, but yeah, causes children to suffer? And we've already explained the reasons why. The first one being that suffering is actually judgments from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and the judgments are sent by the Most High for the wicked, for amend and for amendments. Now we're going into the second reason because judgment is a do what just because of judgment is being done. Okay, the Most High sends forth His judgment to to make people to fear. Okay, to scare you straight. Like yeah, it's basically to scare you straight. Okay, you heard of that term, to be scared straight. All right, in other words, put fear in you so that you know that you know what the difference between good and evil, and you know that there is a consequence for doing wickedness, which is something that the earth severely lacks today. So what I'm going to get is the book of Psalms 119, and the scriptures also say that it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, and the reason for that is that judgment. Okay, that suffering that the Pope, the Pope couldn't explain why it was happening to people. That's Christianity's top guy for you. Psalms 119, verse 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. And that's right, okay? Because even though we always go into the judgment of the Most High, man, the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are still a terrifying matter, okay? They are a terrifying thing to see, right? And even if you are on the right path, even if you are righteous, man, if the judgments of the Most High still put a little bit of fear in you, all right? Because of how terrible, and because of how terrible they are, and just the scale of the judgments being brought forth. But you should understand, okay, be secure in the fact that judgments are only for the wicked. So continuing on, let me get another precept. Second one just to bat it all home. Hebrews 10 verse 13. Hebrews 10 verse 13. Okay, so like Hebrews 10 verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And that's what we're talking about right here, okay? So that's why the Most High, causes children to suffer, causes kids to suffer, and not just children out here suffering, it's everybody because once again, judgment does not discriminate. Nobody is safe from judgment. And those children that you're talking about, and we always go into this, they are not innocent, okay? And even the scriptures ask that exact question. And I believe that is either Job 6 or Job 20. So okay, I think it's Job. You know what? Let me just type it in a bullet and let me just start looking for it. Okay. So this is the book of Job. This is the book of Job 4 verse 7, and it reads, okay, Job 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. All right, and that's basically what we're going into, that judgments are for the wicked. And the reason why these children are out here suffering, the reason why these kids are out here suffering, and you people in the world, you believe that they do not deserve it. There is nobody on the earth that does not deserve the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and the reason why they are suffering is because of the wickedness, because of what they did in their past life, and they are paying for it in this life. Because reincarnation is scriptural. Ecclesiastes, the third chapter, Daniel, the 12th chapter, and so on and so forth, going into those exact same subjects. Reincarnation is biblical. Whatever you do in your past life, whatever you do in this life, you will pay for it in this, either in your next life or in the current life you are doing wickedness right now, all right? And those children are suffering or die from diseases, die in a war, die from hunger, die from whatever they die from, give you'll be born deformed, be born stillborn, okay? Whatever suffering these children are going through, it is because it is because they are paying for the sins of their past life, or even past lives plural, all right? Because all men will pay for all of their sins, and they, all right. No, first and foremost, I want to say and first and foremost, I want to say that, and they are going through their hell right now, because there is no planet hell. The hell doctrine is false. The main thing being that, and that's Ecclesiastes, the third chapter again, the earth, right? The earth is the place of judgment. The hell that is constantly being spoken of in the scriptures is death, the grave, because that's exactly what hell means. Hell means death. And once you die, you come back again through the line of your fathers, through reincarnation, are reborn and face your judgment. And that's why children suffer. That's the whole explanation right there. Nothing more, nothing less. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Racha Kwadash Wa Abad Babal Shalom.